What are some great movies that were failures at the box office? These are the greatest hits of my favorite movies. Oddly, most of my favorites seem to be flops. Personally, I think it's great that studios keep spending millions of dollars on movies that no one but me wants to see. V for Vendetta, 2005. Releasing when I was 15 years old, I remember it looked pretty cool in the trailers. Up to this point, I lived under a cinematic rock. The only films I could watch were the likes of feature films for families and other carefully selected items of very little actual interest. Then in 2007, I bought my first laptop from the obligation-free money from working at the shop. Suddenly, I could sneak movies and watch all manner of things with an easily controlled screen. Unfortunately, the first movie I snuck past my mother was Goldeneye, 1995. If I had instead watched V for Vendetta, it would have changed my life. Instead, the year was 2016. Amid a vast array of personal disasters and struggles, this movie finally struck a fancy. From every crisp item of dialogue to the dramatic imagery of a country gone mad, this was precisely what I needed to see. There is a lot of good stuff there, but at its core, this is the movie that finally killed a prejudice against gay people. I saw senseless violence and murder against a character who had harmed no one. It moved me. 2 months later, 49 people were killed at the Pulse Club shooting. There was no way in hell I was going to be on the side of the people who protested at the funerals. Magnificent Seven, 2016. This one had no profound meaning. It's just a really fun and awesome western, something that simply cannot turn a profit in this day and age. That was the only problem with this movie. The heyday of old westerns is gone. My wife had to walk out of the theater, upset about Syrian refugees from the on-screen violence, but the storytelling was very enjoyable. Cowboys and Aliens, 2011. This one ambitiously tried to solve the westerns can't make money anymore by going for the science fiction angle. Once again, it wasn't groundbreaking, but it was a good ride. Call it my guilty pleasure. John Carter, 2012. Critics of this movie mainly focus on it failing to bring the series into the 21st century. Honestly, I think they are overestimating the market. The books are fun and good for those who like them, but there just isn't the kind of following you need for people to watch just because of the books. I've read the books, and honestly, they made several things more interesting in the movie than Burroughs had originally done. The man was a bit repetitive in his plot devices, and the sequels would have required even more reworking if it had taken off. Mistakes were made, but they got enough right to enjoy it.